Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Chainlink has just officially confirmed the breakout from this massive bullish pattern, while Ethereum is currently flashing a warning signal in the short term, while the price of Cardano is right now running into this massive area of resistance. So I'll be talking about all of that and more later in the video, so definitely watch to the end. First of all, starting off on the weekly Ethereum chart, and right now the price of ETH is still playing out a massive bull market on the larger timeframes, but right now we're also running into important resistance based on these previous highs right here, and those are sitting close to around $4,000 per ETH. But once we finally see a confirmed breakout above these previous highs, ideally breaking out above around 4.1k to actually create a new higher high above the high that we set back in March this year, then in that case we're likely next going to start heading up towards the all-time high at just underneath $5,000 per Ethereum. But once again, that's only once we can first confirm a breakout above these previous highs. And if we're taking a look at the 3-day time frame, once again, we're still finding a lot of resistance at close to 4.1k. And as for support, I would expect a bit of short-term support at around 3.8k and more support at around 3,500. And if we're taking a look at the daily time frame, right now the price of ETH is exactly as expected, struggling and rejecting from this area of resistance, once again in between around 3.9k to 4.1k. So as I've been saying since before the price entered into that price range, expect the price to struggle in this area, and so far this is playing out exactly as expected. But as I've also been saying here on the channel, despite what we're seeing in the short term, obviously we can see little pullbacks here and there in the short term, but despite that happening, when we're looking at the larger trend as of right now, it's very clear that we're still looking very bullish right now in terms of the larger trend at play. It's just the price is simply struggling in the short term around this key area of resistance. And as I said earlier, once again, we should expect some support at around 3.8k approximately. But if we break back below that level, we expect to move potentially back down towards this area right here, acting as strong support based on previous support and resistance. And that's sitting in between around 3430 to 3560, acting as support. But once again, we should expect some support at around 3.8k first. And if we're taking a look at this daily time frame, right now the price of ETH is still possibly forming and basically flashing a bearish divergence on the daily time frame, with higher highs already confirmed in the price in the candle closes and lower highs right now still forming in the daily Ethereum RSI. But technically speaking, this still needs to be confirmed with at least this daily candle close, but ideally a couple of daily candle closes in a row with red price action. So red daily candle closes confirming in a row, because ultimately we need to see a strong rejection like what we're seeing right now in the RSI, but we need to actually confirm that in place, because the RSI by default is based off candle closes. So we need to wait for candle closes to confirm this rejection in the RSI. And if that confirms, then that would confirm this bearish divergence, which is basically a pattern or a signal telling us that we're likely going to see a bit of a slowdown in the bullish momentum in the coming days or potentially in the coming weeks. So essentially either a sideways consolidation or maybe a bit of a pullback within the next few days, or once again, this can last for around a week or two if it first confirms. We still need to wait for confirmation. And so this is just a potential warning signal to pay attention to that is not yet confirmed. But once again, zooming out, looking at the bigger picture, despite the fact that the price is struggling around short-term resistance, we're currently looking very bullish on these larger timeframes. And if we're taking a look at the price of Chainlink, it is the same story here as well, because of course, right now on the weekly time frame, we have just officially confirmed the breakout above this golden pocket area of resistance, which was previous significant resistance for the price of Chainlink, and that's sitting in between around $21 to $23. So technically speaking, now that we've seen a weekly candle close well above $23, this area, which was previous resistance, should now become new support. So if for whatever reason we see a short-term pullback here, then expect a lot of support. So basically buyers in that price range right there. And as for the next resistance to watch out for, we do have some strong resistance based on this 78.6% Fibonacci level and these previous highs sitting in between around $31.50 to $34. So in that price range, expect strong resistance. But before then, we do have a bit of short-term resistance at around $27.50 approximately based on this previous high. And of course, over the last one day, we not only saw a weekly candle close above this golden pocket, we also saw a weekly candle close in the price of Chainlink above the neckline for this massive bullish cup and handle pattern, which, by the way, the point that we needed to break out above was sitting at around $23 to $24, and we ended up seeing a weekly candle close at approximately $26. And so technically speaking, this is one confirmation signal actually confirming the breakout for this pattern right here, which technically confirms the price target for the pattern, and that's sitting at around $90 per Chainlink. So from where we are right now, as of recording this video, to that price target, that's around a 260% move towards the upside with no leverage. And that price target would only become invalidated if we see a break back below this point right here, below the point of the breakout. So if we start breaking back below around $23, for example, especially with a weekly candle close back below $23, then that would invalidate this breakout, invalidate the price target, and invalidate this pattern if that actually happens. But for now, technically speaking, these are currently active. And another confirmation signal to watch out for that isn't necessary, but it can happen from time to time, is a possible retest. So if we see, for example, a short-term pullback and then bounce from this previous resistance to flip it into new support, that would be extra bullish. That is bullish price structure, which would further confirm the breakout. And so once again, we already have one confirmation signal, which is the weekly candle close. But if we see a retest, I'm not saying we will, but if we see a retest, that'll be a second confirmation signal further confirming the breakout. And so with that being said, when it comes to my trading strategy for this breakout trading opportunity right here, I have just now started to accumulate a small long position as of right now based on this weekly candle close confirming this breakout. But I want to make it clear this is more of a swing trade, not just a day trade. So for example, even if the price dumps tomorrow, for as long as the price is still above around $23, I would remain in that trade and perhaps even add to that trade if we see a short-term pullback and a bounce from around $23 to $24, confirming a retest. Once again, if that happens, I would add to that trade. And I also want to make it clear that because this is a massive bullish price target and a massive pattern, it will likely take months for this to actually play out. If we actually reach the full technical price target, of course, it will likely take months, not just a few hours or days or even weeks. And of course, we cannot ignore other points of resistance. So keep in mind those other points of resistance that I mentioned earlier, because around those areas on the chart, the price will also likely struggle at. And so usually when it comes to long positions like this, personally, I try to take a little bit of profits off the table around some key levels of resistance along the way up, and then keep the remainder of the trade open to basically head towards the price target. So I just reduce the trade around key points of resistance, for example. And of course, if we see candle closes back below around $23 to $24, in that case, that would potentially start invalidating the breakout, which means in that case, I'll basically look to just get out of the position, take a small loss, and get ready for the next trading opportunity. And so personally, that is my trading strategy for this trade right here, for this breakout trade in the price of Chainlink. And if we're taking a look at the 4-hour time frame for Chainlink, looking at the short term, right now we do actually have a new bearish divergence that is starting to play out right now, with higher highs already confirmed in the price of Chainlink and lower highs confirmed here in the 4-hour Chainlink RSI. And so this is telling us that in the immediate short term, as in talking about the coming hours or days, we're likely going to have a bit of loss in the bullish momentum here. So we could play out a bit of choppy sideways price action, or maybe even a slight pullback, possibly for a couple of days, once again talking about the short term. But if anything, this could potentially lead to a better entry price, a better opportunity for this larger long position, because remember, these are on 2 different time frames. So on the larger time frames, we're currently looking very bullish, but in the short term, this is flashing right now and starting to play out, telling us we could start to perhaps see a bit of a short-term pullback, or at the very least some choppy sideways price action, which could lead to a better entry for this larger swing trade. And in case you're wondering, personally, I'll be taking this opportunity right here over on Bitfinex. So I'll make sure to leave a link to the Bitfinex exchange below this video in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you use that link to make your Bitfinex account, you can get a 5.5k deposit bonus. And only if you use that link, you can get an exclusive 10% discount on all trading fees on the Bitfinex exchange forever. But that is only available if you use the link below this video to make your Bitfinex account and start trading on that account. So if you're going to be trading crypto anyway, you might as well check it out. Once again, first link below this video. And also, in case you're wondering, Bitfinex is a no KYC exchange, which means you can access it from basically any country in the world without needing any KYC. But as another exchange, another option out there, there is also Bybit, which I also trade on from time to time. So I'll make sure to leave a link to Bybit below this video in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you use that link below this video to make your Bybit account, you can get a 500 USDT position airdrop. So basically a free $500 trade as your first trade over on Bybit, but that is only available if you use the link below this video to make your Bybit account and deposit on that account. But with that being said, taking a look at Solana on the 3-day time frame, and right now Solana is technically still looking bullish when we're talking about the larger trend, because right now we're still seeing higher lows and higher highs, which is the definition of a bullish trend. And the next major price target to the upside in the larger bull market is sitting at around $313. But as I've been saying over and over again here on the channel, expect strong resistance between now and then. So zooming into the short term, looking at the 4-hour time frame, once again we have strong resistance right here at around $245 to $246, and also strong resistance at approximately $260. And as for short-term support, as of right now we've just broken below this level of support, which was sitting at around $232. And so right now the next level of support to pay attention to is sitting at around $222 approximately. We also have a small amount of support at around $225 based on these previous lows right here. And if we start breaking below around $220, then in that case the next major area of support is sitting in between around $205 to $210. And so right now things are obviously looking neutral to bearish in the short term, but the longer term is still looking bullish for Solana. And right now we're possibly forming an inverse head and shoulders pattern, as I've talked about over the last few days here in the short term, with a left shoulder ahead and right now possibly a right shoulder forming. But for this pattern to actually continue to form and actually confirm, we need to see a bounce very, very soon without going much lower, because for example, if we start breaking back below around 220, then that would completely invalidate the formation phase for this pattern. So once again, it's not even confirmed to begin with, but right now it's possibly forming. But in order for this to actually confirm, we need to see a bounce very, very soon and then come back up and break out above around 246 with confirmation in order to confirm this possible bullish pattern. So right now, this is something to pay attention to in case it keeps forming and then confirms. But right now, it is not confirmed. It is not playing out. So just keep that in mind. It's something to pay attention to, but not confirmed. And if we're taking a look at Cardano on the weekly time frame, right now the price of Cardano is running into this significant area of resistance, sitting in between around $1.12 to $1.24 approximately. So as I've been saying since before the price of Cardano entered into that price range, expect the price to struggle a lot in that area. And right now this is playing out exactly as expected. The price is struggling a lot in that exact price range on the price chart. And now if we see a confirmed breakout with a weekly candle close above around $1.23, $1.24, then in that case, the next short-term resistance is sitting at around $1.46 based on these previous highs. But above that, we have the 78.6% Fibonacci level of resistance sitting at around $1.76 to $1.77. But once again, right now, we're still struggling around this golden pocket, and we're likely going to see a continued struggle around this golden pocket based on the significance of this resistance. And if we're zooming into the short term right now on the 12-hour time frame, Cardano is already confirming and starting to play out a new bearish divergence, with higher highs already confirmed in the price and lower highs already confirmed in the Cardano RSI on the 12-hour time frame. And so this is telling us that we've basically lost all bullish momentum in the short term, and we're likely going to see either at least some sideways price action or most likely a little bit of a pullback here in the coming days or weeks. And so when it comes to someone, say, wanting to long Cardano or wanting to buy Cardano, personally, I would not be doing any of that, at least right now. I would first either wait for a bit of a pullback to play out, or if we never see a pullback, I would wait for confirmation of a confirmed breakout above this golden pocket. But right now, with the price running into this significant resistance at the same time as a bearish divergence beginning to play out in the short term, this is not exactly the perfect time to place a long position, for example. And as always, not personal financial advice. I'm just revealing what I would not be doing right now in the price of Cardano, because there is a bit of short-term risk to pay attention to. But when we're zooming out, looking at the larger market that we're in right now, technically speaking, this is still a larger bull market. It's just in the short term, we're running into strong resistance and playing out a short-term bearish divergence. And as for support levels to watch out for, we should find a little bit of support at around $1.07 right here, and more support at around 90 cents, and more support closer towards around 82 cents approximately. And with that being said, if you want to trade these moves in the price of any crypto, once again, check out those links down below this video to claim those extra bonuses. And if you want to actually know how to trade crypto, no matter if the price is bullish, bearish, or chopping around sideways, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how you can profit from bullish or bearish price action using long positions or short positions, and the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.